Good morning, dear students. Last session I explained possessive pronouns and we learned when we use apostrophe to form a possessive pronoun. As I told you before, you have to determine the owner if it is a singular noun, proper noun, uncountable noun, or irregular plural. We draw apostrophe s after the owner. But if the owner ends with s plural, if it is a regular plural, we just draw apostrophe after the s. Today we will learn when we use apostrophes in English. Using apostrophes, we use apostrophes in two different ways. The first one, possession and ownership, that I explained last session. The second way, we use apostrophe for contraction, contracted form, shortened form, or omission. Let's remember what using apostrophe for possession or ownership. We use possession or ownership to show something belongs to someone or another something. For example, the leg of the chair is broken, so the owner is the chair. How can I use apostrophe? The chair is singular noun. We draw apostrophe s after the chair. The chair's leg is broken. The color of the chairs is red. The owner here, chairs, ends with s plural, so we just draw apostrophe after the s. The chair's color is red. The color of the chairs is red, so the same. So it's the same example. The leg of the chair is broken, the same example as well. Paris' name is attractive. If the proper noun ends with s, so the two ways are right. If you draw just apostrophe, it's right. If you draw apostrophe s, it's right. Now let's focus on using apostrophe for contraction, or it has many different names like contraction, contracted form, shortened form, omission. Contraction is two words joined together by dropping some letters and using an apostrophe instead. We never leave space in the middle because they became just one word. For example, to be clear for you, I have I am. I am, it's two words. So I need to drop some letters and using an apostrophe instead. Without leaving space, it will become I am. So I am is the full form, but I am is a contracted form. He is, the contracted form is his. She has, she's. So the contracted form of is or has, apostrophe s. They have, we drop ha and to became they. He had, I would, I'd. So the contracted form of would or had, apostrophe d. But some of the students get confused and they thought that a contracted form for did is apostrophe d. It's wrong. We do not have a contracted form for did. So if I say I did, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. Apostrophe d, we use it instead of had or would, not did. And then we can write a contracted form from negative, like is not, isn't, cannot, can't. Who is, we drop the I, it becomes whose, and who has as well, whose. These are confusing words for some of the students. They thought that the contracted form for will not, welln't. Nothing called welln't. It's wrong. It should be won't. Shall not, shalln't. No, it's wrong. It should be shan't. Let us, let. Please focus on the highlighted notes. We can use contraction with apostrophe s, contraction with proper nouns or common nouns. You have to differentiate if it is a contracted form or a possessive noun. For example, if I say Judy is drawing a picture, so is here, I can write apostrophe s. Can I say Judy's drawing is a picture? Yeah, that's right. But here apostrophe s, I use it instead of s, so apostrophe here, it's not a possessive noun. Judy's is not a possessive noun, it's a contracted form. How can I differentiate it is a possessive noun or a contracted form? If you find after it a verb, another verb, so it is a contracted form. If you find a noun belongs to someone, it is a possessive noun. For example, Jude's a car. It is not a possessive noun. If it is a possessive noun, there is no need to use a. It should be Jude's car is red to be a possessive noun to show you that the car belongs to Judy. But here Judy's a car, it means Judy has a car, because we can use apostrophe s as a contracted form for is or has. SAT errors. You need to differentiate the usage of the following words. In English, we have something called homophones. What are homophones? Homophones, these are two or more words. They have the same sound, but they are different in spelling and meaning. Like it's, there, whose, your, where, and where. Okay, I'll explain the difference between them quickly. It is a possessive pronoun to show the ownership of something, like the leg of the chair. So I can say its leg to show possession, ownership. It's a possessive pronoun, but it is a contracted form for it is. There, it's a possessive pronoun to show that something belongs to them. There is a contracted form for they are. There to show possession, like I am sitting here but my mom is over there. Whose is a question word to ask about possession. Whose bag is this? Or it is a relative pronoun to show possession, as well, or ownership, like my dad, whose car is red, is standing outside. But whose here, it's a contracted form for who is or who has. Your, it is a possessive pronoun to show the ownership. Something belongs to you, like your mom, your dad, your name. But your here is a contracted form for you are. Where it is the past form of are. We are happy, but yesterday we were sad. Where here, it's a verb. It means put on. I like to wear my red jacket. Where here, it's a question word to ask about place, or a relative pronoun to describe a place, like where is your teacher? It's a question word. Or I went to Cairo where my grandfather lived. Where here is a relative pronoun to describe a place. The last one, where, it's a contracted form for we are. And this is the last session for using apostrophe. Thank you for listening, and await me for next sessions. Goodbye.